What it is, y'all, and thanks for tuning back in here to another episode here on the Speedbug channel. Today we got a video about me talking about an experience that I recently had because I am actually still thinking about acquiring another motorcycle. Well, I shouldn't have said motorcycle, another toy, but it is a motorcycle for the channel. I have dealt with this dealership and power sports place here in the past, and it worked out great. And when I went back to look at some other things and get some quotes, it was actually all good. I had no complaints. I bought both my Groms from there. It was from RIVA Motorsports here in Pompano Beach. And let me first and foremost say, loyalty is everything to me. You know, now I'm not saying you gotta kiss my ass and worship me like I'm some type of saint or anything, you know, because I'm the customer, but you gotta also remember, I am the customer. And you shouldn't act like you're doing me a favor by I'm coming in to buy something from your dealership. Anyway, so let me get to the point and everything like that. So I've been going back and forth here about this place here for about, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks or so. And 2 weeks have gone by, we're rehashing back and forth, you know, on this motorcycle, a bike that I've really wanted to buy. Some of you already may know what it is. If so, great. If the ones that don't, no big deal. You'll see it eventually. I'm sure it'll make its way to the channel. Obviously, just not from them. So we're going back and forth, you know, about the price because the bike's been sitting in inventory. I'm like, look, you're not going to move it. Let me know when you're ready to sell it. I made them an offer. Of course, they refused at the time because they didn't want to offer any additional discounts. And I said, no problem, that's fine. I said, when you're ready to sell the bike at what I can offer you, you let me know. So we were going back and forth and back and forth. So finally, after that, we agreed to it. No problem. Once we agreed to the price, on Saturday, I actually went in there to buy the bike. Had my card ready to go. Now, I wasn't going to do any financing or anything like that. I was just going to pay for it, no problem. Bike comes down to the price. We agreed on everything, and they said obviously the registration would have to come on me. I said no problem. But I was paying with one of my credit cards because I wanted the points. No problem, right? Well, they're gonna tell me, well, you gotta pay this fee because it's over an X amount of dollars. And I said, whoa, that was never disclosed in anything, and I told you I was paying with a credit card. Now their stories they're gonna say is, no, they told me I had to pay with a check. Well, then they hit me with, if anything's over $2,500, you have to pay a fee. I'm like, okay, shit. Well then, suit me up for how many transactions you need for $2,400. I said, come on, we talking a bunch of bullshit. You want me to pay you to take my money? And I already bought 3 motorcycles from you? Come on, man. We're talking, and let me just first and foremost advise you, the fee was only $290. It wasn't even, or $292 or something like that. It was under $300. It wasn't anything crazy. And I'm like, look, man, I'm gonna be back here probably buying more bikes, and this is the 4th bike that I've bought from you, and I'm gonna buy accessories and all these other things, and you're gonna sit here and bitch at me about me coming back after we agreed on the price? Fine, I'm like, you know what, then I really just don't want the bike. I said, let me know when you get the price. So, but during this whole time, I didn't sign the paperwork, I had everything done except I swiped my card for the motorcycle. Signed the title, the power of attorney, everything to have it all mailed to my house. License plates, everything. Bike was already prepped, ready to roll. So keep in mind, this motorcycle is actually in their inventory for, they told me 400 plus days, right? 400 plus days. That's a long time for anything to sit on a dealership floor, okay? So it was so discounted, whatever. They were trying to move it. Cool. Good story, bro. They move it. I'm getting ready to buy it. So then, as I walk out, because I didn't agree to the credit card fee, which was a Visa, by the way, not an American Express or anything where the fees are astronomical. Somebody else apparently was there wanting that bike that day. And then they take a deposit on the bike. The guy hasn't been even approved for the loan. And they say, oh, the bike has been sold. And I said, whoa, wait. bike is mine. I said, I already bought it or signed the paperwork for it. Now that's maybe a little bit of a gray area, but let's say it isn't mine, and I don't really care that it isn't. But you're gonna go on ahead and take a deposit on something that I was already interested in because I didn't agree on a certain credit card fee. I think we would have came to an agreement on something, even split the difference. I even offered. They're like, no, we don't want to do it. We don't want to do this. I'm like, look, we're going to do something. Okay, I had some errands to run, so I had to walk out. And I said, I'll be back in an hour or two, no problem. They closed at 6. I said, I'll be back by 5, no problem. But I find it awfully ironic. Then they're going to sell that exact one after it's been for sale for 400 plus days, the bike that I was going to buy, and then take a deposit on it. The common courtesy and the decency thing to do would have been able to call me and say, hey, somebody here is ready to buy this bike. Now I gotta sell it, I'm gonna sell it, I'm probably gonna make more money on it to this guy since we didn't rehash it with them. It's going through a finance, through a credit union, all that BS that's gonna go through the background, that how dealerships make their money on the back end through financing. I know all about it and how the dealerships can mark up points and where they make their money in financing. That was also part of my background before IT. But anyway, that's another topic. So they go on ahead and don't even call me. And then I called them back. I said, hey, what's the deal? Is the bike ready? I'm getting ready to come in. They say, oh, we sold the bike from you. They didn't want to work with it. They didn't want to do nothing. So after arguing and going back and forth with them, back and forth, they're like, son, we don't even want to work with you. They're gonna make more money on the next guy with the financing. What's even more bullshit is that he's not even approved yet. He just put down a deposit. So then they said, we'll be happy to sell you the bike if this guy doesn't get approved. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can kiss my ass. I'll never do business with them again. It was all of them. Salesman, his name was Mike. Pompano Beach, Florida, RIVA Motorsports. The manager, Jay, and one of the other sales managers that was there. I didn't catch his name. So if any of you guys have had a shitty experience with any of the RIVA dealers, I would highly advise to not do anything with them, solely because they are not actually looking out for you at all. They were only looking out for themselves. And being a previous customer of them, buying multiple motorcycles and spending thousands of dollars with them about past, present, and future purchases, and bringing some of my other boys and clients that buy bikes there too. They didn't want to have nothing to do with me unless I was flashing dollar signs. So again, where I'm going with this is about this rant and this loyalty, is that loyalty is everything to me. Meaning, the least you could have done is taken the common courtesy to call me and say, look, I have to sell this bike because somebody else is here if you're not going to agree to it. None of that. They just sold it from underneath me. And then going to tell me they want to sell it to me if this guy doesn't get approved for it. So that's all. I'm just giving you all heads up. Hopefully it doesn't happen to you. My advice would be to stay out of dealerships that don't do customer service like that ain't looking out for you in their best interest, and move on to somebody else that you could trust. And I already got somebody else that I could do that, so I'm all good there. But I hope this is just a message to you guys. And if I had to say anything about RIVA Motorsports, is fuck them. I'll never do business with them again. Deuces.